босцоо миний дарлагдсан өвөр Монгол босцоо миний торлогдсон өвөр Монгол босцоо миний малагдсан өвөр Монгол яснаа уухад бидний дуудаж байгаа босцоо миний дарлагдсан өвөр Монгол босцоо миний торлогдсон өвөр Монгол босцоо миний малагдсан өвөр Монгол яснаа уухад бидний дуудаж байгаа босцоо.
Exactly a year after his expected release date, Mr. Hada, a southern Inner Mongolian prominent political prisoner, is still being held without charge in a secret prison in suburban Hohhot, the regional capital. Mr. Hada had completed his 15-year sentence on December 10, 2010, but was quickly placed under arbitrary detention on the very day his sentence ended. His wife, Mrs. Shina, and son Uiles were taken away by police in early December 2010. After an 11 months detention, Uiles was transferred from the Inner Mongolian No. 3 detention center to 1 year's house arrest in his rented residency in Hohhot. Mrs. Shina is still being held at the Inner Mongolian No. 1 detention center with no sign of any judicial proceeding being planned by the authorities. The Southern Mongolian Human Rights Information Center was able to interview Mrs. Nara, sister of Shina, over the phone. We're going to discuss the following with Mr. Enkbat of the Southern Mongolian Human Rights Information Center. So, sir, how are you today, and can you tell us the situation with Hada, Shina, and Uiles?
Thank you. We were able to talk to Mrs. Nara, sister of Mrs. Shina, yesterday, the December 10th, 2011, which is exactly 1 year anniversary of Hada's scheduled release date. And Nara told us that Hada is still being held in the same prison in suburban Hohhot. Visits are prohibited, and Uiles were released from No. 3 detention center on bail pending trial for 1 year under an imposed condition of not answering any phone call from others. Currently, he's living in his rented house, which is monitored by 2 video cameras from both sides of his window. His request for visiting Nara and Nara's mother was denied, and so Shina is still being held at the No. 1 detention center in Hohhot without any legal procedure.
That's terrible. And they're holding them with absolutely there's no legal basis for their continued imprisonment, is there?
No, there's no. The public security authorities did not give any legal explanation as to why they are holding Ms. Shina and Mr. Hada, and also putting under house arrest, putting Uiles under house arrest. So they said the only explanation they said to Nara is that Nara and her mother was not cooperative, and then answering the phone calls and interviews from foreign news media and human rights organization. And Nara told me that this is completely, absolutely not, right. And then, there's no legal basis for this, and no Chinese law saying that, any citizen receiving phone call from foreign news media is committing any crime or doing any wrong thing.
So, Enkbat, have you heard anything about Hada's health condition?
Oh, well, Nara told us that there's no concrete news about Hada's health condition because Nara and her family members are not allowed to visit Hada since February. So nobody knows exact condition of Hada's health situation, and But Nara told us that the public security people who monitor Nara and her mother, who also often visit them, told Nara that Hada's health condition is okay, and Hada gained some weight, and but um, Nara said this is highly unlikely because under this kind of prison situation, it's impossible him to gain any weight, and health condition is improving.
So, did you find out any other information about Hada's?
Well, the public security people told Nara that Hada is still not cooperating, and the public security people tried to coax him, and try to ask him to sign on the agreement that Hada made mistake in the past 16 years, and he said no, I didn't make any mistake, I didn't commit any crime, and told the public security people that don't waste your time coaxing me. So the looks like Hada is pretty cooperative, and is very determined, and he believed what he believed.
So, after a year of continued imprisonment, after the end of his 15-year sentence, they're still working on him to try to make him cooperative, but yet he's still hanging in there and fighting against the corrupt system.
Exactly. The Public Security Bureau exhaustively tried all their techniques, including 15 years, the cruel torture and harsh treatment, which failed to make Hada cooperative. So now they are trying a little bit softer technique, trying to convince him that if he can cooperate with the authorities, his wife and son will not be imprisoned. Otherwise, they will be imprisoned. They will be sent to long-term jail. So hearing this, Hada told them that go ahead and do it. We are ready to do that, ready to be in prison. So we are already in prison. So we have nothing to be afraid.